teachers, instructors, lecturers, professors, anyone who's teaching online. In this short video, I introduce an online lesson template that you can use to organize your 100% e-learning class. When we teach in our physical classrooms, we usually go in with a lesson plan that is structured based on time. For example, first, we might come in and greet our students and tell them the topic they're learning that day. Second, we teach. We explain concepts, demonstrate steps or skills, and give examples. Third, we might ask students to do some tasks or exercises. Fourth, we summarize the day's lesson, remind students about their homework or assignment, and end the class. Students understand this structure, whether they're in university, secondary or high school, or even primary or grade school. And it's all thanks to us and their teachers before us. Because in addition to teaching the material that students need to learn, teachers also play the role of a tour guide, taking students from one class agenda to the next in sequence. We do this very naturally in the physical classroom, and we can do the same thing in the online virtual classroom too. All we need to do is organize our online class using the same sequence that we use in our physical classroom. First, we post a teacher pop-in message to greet students and give them an overview of the day's topic or lesson. Second, we upload videos, PDFs, or share links that teach the students the topic, or we might teach live via video conferencing. Third, we post or upload activities for students to do. Remember, these aren't assignments or homework, but short formative assessments for students to test their own understanding of the newly learned topic. Fourth, we post a teacher pop-up message to summarize the lesson, remind students about upcoming deadlines or tests, and say goodbye. This outline should be enough to get you started with organizing your online lesson. But if you need more detailed tips, for example, where to put your live class link or the length of assessments to give to your students, you can log into my Google Classroom to access this online lesson template. Here's the joining code, YXCQRFA. A note of warning though, be sure to log in using the same Google domain that I use for my Google Classroom, which is .google.com or .gmail.com. Google might not allow you access into my Google Classroom if you log in from a different domain. So that means that your university or school Google account might not work here. Once you're in Google Classroom, look for this plus sign. Click on it and click Join Class. Then enter the joining code and click Join, and that'll take you to my online lesson template in my Google Classroom. I use Google Classroom to create this template, but no worries if you're using a different learning management system. You can still follow the same structure whether your LMS is based on Moodle, Schoology, Canvas, or any other online platform. When you're in Google Classroom, go into the Classwork tab, and there you'll get to see my online lesson templates. The template contains several sections. The About This Template section contains tips for organizing your lesson and teaching online. The template for Subject Course Introduction shows you how to organize important information about your class, including class objectives, class rules, and important references. Next is a template for announcing assignments and deadlines. If your students are kids aged 10 and below, you probably don't need this section. But university and secondary or high school online classes might find this useful. I would recommend that in your own learning management system, the first section that you should have at the top of your class page would be an introduction or an About This Course section. And right after that, you should put your assignments and deadlines section. After that, you're ready to put your first lesson. My template shows 3 different lesson templates that you can use for your individual lessons or topics. One for asynchronous lessons with more than one teaching material and more than one learning activity. a second one for synchronous live lessons via video conferencing, and a third one that I recommend, which is a basic minimalist template for asynchronous lessons with just one teaching material and one learning activity. We can organize each online lesson to follow the same lesson sequence that we use in the physical classroom. Teacher pop-in message will start or introduce the lesson. Teaching materials is where we upload content that we want students to view or read. And learning activity is where we upload activities for students to do. Finally, teacher pop-out message is where we upload a message to end the lesson. When we design our online lesson in sequence, we're basically guiding students through the lesson so that they know where they need to click first and what they need to do next. And most importantly, this ensures that all our posts and resources and activities are organized and easy for students to locate. I hope this template was useful for you. Happy online teaching!